What's up, you guys? Welcome to this week's Manga Sutra Manga review, and in this week's video, we're going to be talking about a mature, ecchi harem manga called Sweet Guy. Now, Sweet Guy drops us off in the middle of what looks like a sex scene out of a movie, with our main character, the redhead, going at it in a public bathroom stall. While our main character talks about his unique or peculiar power, we switch scenes to him working at a store. Now, our main character, Go Ho-sang, after buying some appliances and equipment from an acquaintance, receives an electrical shock, and several days afterwards begins to exhibit this weird ability or power. Now, this ability or power that he has is to bring out the sexual libido or arousal in other people. Women who come into physical contact with Ho-sang experience extreme sexual arousal. They are instantly or immediately drawn to his penis. He pretty much has the magic stick. And a similar effect can be observed in some men who come into physical contact with Ho-sang, but overall it's mostly the women that experience this immediate or intense magnetic attraction to him and his penis. He has the magic stick at this point. He gets action anywhere and everywhere from about any woman that physically comes in contact with him. His hairstylist was doing his hair, touched him, got immediately aroused, and had sex with him. Despite the fact that she had an appointment afterwards, she canceled that appointment just so she could continue to get the D. The redhead at the beginning of the manga was on the train. A passenger did not like him before he had got this power. After he got it, just simply rubbing legs with him turned her on. Then boom, bathroom stall. The female acquaintance that he liked but didn't really like him back, boom. And on top of, our character having the magic stick and, pretty much just getting action like no other character in this manga series, we have this organization run by this older man who wants to harness and use Go Ho-sang's power for his own personal uses. And that's about it as far as I can break it down in like a quick summary overall. But as far as the artwork of Sweet Guy, it, in my opinion, heavily resembles other ecchi harem sex-based manga like Ghost Love, A World That I Rule, Sports Girl. I haven't really read that one, but I am going to be reading that, and I might do a Manga Sutra video on that. There was also another manga that I read. It was talking about tantric energy and ESP and harvesting and harnessing it from people, and women that were having sex with men transforming or something like that, becoming more mature. I forgot the name of that one, but it was like really out there, really interesting. I didn't really continue reading it, but it was interesting. But as far as recommending Sweet Guy to read, would I recommend it? Yes. The artwork is great. There is a whole bunch or gratuitous amount of sex scenes and sexual content in there. And definitely the main character does have a harem at this point. Also, there's a lot more going on. There definitely is an antagonist in this manga series. And, for the most part, for a good part of this series, the main character is pretty much oblivious to this antagonist and this evil group that wants to use his powers. Do I recommend reading it? Yeah. Plot, so-so. I mean, when it comes to ecchi harem sex-based manga and manga, at least for a good bit of them I read, I don't really particularly read them so much for the plot. I read them for the sexual content. I'm just going to be honest about that. I don't really read them for the plot. If it's pretty darn good and it has interesting characters and interesting backstories, then yes, the plot will draw me in and the plot will keep me reading the manga or manga no matter what genre it is or anything. But this is VM. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Have you read any ecchi harem based manga or manga that you really like particularly, but you weren't really a fan of the plot, or were there any that you thought had a pretty damn good plot that would be worth reading? Bye.